Here's George in Chiswick. Go ahead, George.
Hi, George.
Hi.
George, good evening. I'm absolutely dumbfounded with the BBC's continuation of to be enamored with the reporting of the so-called American democratic elections. The outcome of the elections is already well known. The 4.5 million Jews in America decides who is the next president.
Well, how could that possibly be when there's 100 million people voting? How could that possibly be?
There's only very limited number, like in this country.
No, look, 100 million people are going to vote in the election. In fact, possibly more. 100 million people cannot be manipulated by anybody. What are you talking about, George?
They are manipulated.
How can they be manipulated? How can you manipulate 100 million people?
We have 18 seats that are manipulated by the Jewish lobby in this country.
What are you talking about, the Jewish lobby in this country, and what seats do they manipulate?
Well, they choose
They don't choose anybody. People vote in elections in this country, and they get the candidates that get the most votes. What are you talking about, manipulation?
What I'm talking about, George, is the notion that they appoint or dictate who is the candidate.
How do they do that, and when?
Well, Joe Biden is being dictated as a vice president.
Dictated by who? Who dictated him?
Sorry?
Who dictated him?
Well, they had to appease the Jewish lobby in America.
But the Jewish lobby is, by your own reckoning, 4 million people. That means that 96 million people who will be voting in this election are not Jews. How can 4 million people dictate to 96 million?
Well, George, you know and I know, they are so powerful. They control the media, they control...
Look, what are you talking about? Fox News is controlled by Rupert Murdoch. Is he a Jew?
No, he's not.
Well, the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, owned by Rupert Murdoch, are they owned by Jews?
But they support the Jewish lobby.
They don't support the Jewish lobby. They support Israel, because Israel carries out the policy of the United States and the other imperial powers. And arguments like yours, as a man whom I know, and whom I know to be an Arab, are playing right into the hands of the people who don't like Jews, and don't like Muslims, and don't like Arabs. I wish you would shake yourself free of this kind of stupid conspiracy theory mentality. I'm very angry with you, George. I expected better from you.